Hello friends, welcome back to Priyanka's Chamber. In this video, we are going to discuss some important MCQs on Geoffrey Chaucer and his works. To crack UGC NET examination, we have to gather or we have to study almost all the informations as much as possible. So like the life of a particular writer, his social background, social or literary movement that have been taken place during his lifetime, all of his works and his contribution to the literature, society and language, everything we have to focus, everything we have to study. So as such I have taken these 30 questions. So let's discuss the questions. The first question, out of the 4 chief dialects that flourished in the pre-Chaucerian period, the one that became the standard English in Chaucer's time is what? The options are A. the Northern, B. the East Midland, C. the West Midland and D. the Southern. And the answer is B. the East Midland. Next question. Beowulf, the only important piece of literature surviving since the Old English period, is an dash. The options are A. lyrical ballad, B. prose narrative, C. Anglo-Saxon epic and D. classical epic. The answer is C. Anglo-Saxon epic. Next question. Which of the following is not one of the features of French literature that the Normans imported to England? The options are clarity of expression, varied verification, gloom and other worldly attitude, varied moods and themes. And the answer is C. gloom and other worldly attitude. Next question. Which of the following was a characteristic feature of a medieval literature? The options are A. a large body of personal literature, B. realism in representation of time and space, C. absence of alliteration in poetry and D. the popular genre of the bird and the beast fable. And the answer is D. the popular genre of the bird and the beast fable. Next question. Which of the following statements is incorrect regarding medieval literature? The options are A. allegory was frequent and usual, B. the dream vision convention was prevalent, C. Chaucer exploited the dream vision in the Canterbury Tales, D. there was often an undercurrent of moral and dialectic strain. And the answer is C. Chaucer exploited the dream vision convention in the Canterbury Tales. Next question. The poet was born in the reign of Edward III, lived through that of Richard II and died in the reign of Henry IV. Was dash. The options are A. Trevelyan, B. Chaucer, C. Boccaccio and D. William Langland. And the answer is B. Chaucer. Next question. There was 3 important medieval institutions. Which of the following was not one of them? The options are A. feudalism, B. chivalry or knight errantry, C. the church and D. slavery. And the answer is D. slavery. Next question. In Chaucer's times, the peasant revolt resulted in the dash. The options are A. dethronement of the king, B. demolition of church as an institution, C. end of serfdom and D. rise of nationalism. And the answer is C. end of serfdom. Next question. The spirit of new learning in the transitional period from the medieval to the modern was chiefly the influence of dash. The options are A. French Renaissance, B. Italian Renaissance, C. German Renaissance and D. all of the above. And the answer is B. Italian Renaissance. Next question. The 2 French writers who considerably influenced Chaucer in his early literary career were dash. The options are D. Loris and D. Mew, B. Dante and Boccaccio, C. Blanche and D. Loris and D. Blanche and Gower. And the answer is A. D. Loris and D. Mew. Next question. Which of the following works of Chaucer contains passages that have been directly taken from Dante? The options are A. the House of the Fame, B. the Parliament of Fowls, C. the Canterbury Tales and D. Troilus and Cresside. And the answer is B. the Parliament of Fowls. Next question. Which of the following works of Chaucer bears close resemblance to Dante's Divine Comedy? The options are the Romance of Rose, the Parliament of Fowls, the House of Fame and Troilus and Cresside. And the correct answer is the House of Fame. Next question. Troilus and Cresside by Chaucer shows great influence of Philostrato by dash. The options are A. Dante, B. D. Loris, C. D. Mew and D. Boccaccio. And the answer is D. Boccaccio. Next question. The poem by Chaucer known to be the first attempt in English to use the heroic couplet is dash. The options are A. The Complaint unto Pity, B. The Romance of the Rose, C. The Legend of Good Women and D. Troilus and Cressida. And the correct answer is C. The Legend of Good Women. Next question. Who has remarked that Chaucer found English a dialect and left it a language? The options are A. Legois, B. Haddo, C. Lang and D. Lowes. And the correct answer is D. Lowes. Next question. Hudson has rightly said that under the influence of Chaucer, in English poetry the rhyme gradually displaced dash. The options are A. Free verse, B. Alliteration, C. Prose narrative and D. None of these. The correct answer is B. Alliteration. Next question. Chaucer used Ottava rima, the 8-syllabic line rhyming in couplets in dash. The options are A. The Prologue, B. The Canterbury Tales, C. The Book of the Duchess and D. Troilus and Cressida. And the correct answer is C. The Book of the Duchess. Next question. In Prologue and the Canterbury Tales, Chaucer employed dash. The options are the Ottava rima, rhyme royal, heroic couplet and D. both A and C. And the correct answer is C. Heroic couplet. Next question. Chaucer has been criticized for presenting an incomplete picture of his times because of what? The options are A. He overemphasizes the rights of the lower class, B. He exaggerates the courtly benevolence, C. He writes for the court and cultivated classes and neglects the suffering of the poor, D. He supports the Lullardy, which means Lullard movement and the peasant revolution too fervently. And the correct answer is C. He writes for the court and cultivated classes and neglects the suffering of the poor. Next question. Who among the following has been called by Spenser as the well of English undefiled? The options are A. Chaucer, B. Langland, C. Shakespeare and D. Thomas More. And the correct answer is A. Chaucer. Next question. One of the main drawbacks of Troilus and Cressida is dash. The options are A. Lack of coherence, B. Long and tiresome speeches, C. Complex characters, D. The unmistakable personal accent. And the correct answer is B. Long and tiresome speeches. Next question. The character of Cressida is dash. The options are a superficial portrait of a haughty woman, B. A psychological study of a complex woman, C. The true representative of a typical medieval woman and D. The reflection of frailty of women in Chaucer's times. And the correct answer is B. A psychological study of a complex woman. Next question. Who among the following has been regarded as the most original and powerful prose writer of Chaucer's time? The options are A. Langland, B. Wycliffe, C. Gower, D. Trevira. The correct answer is B. Wycliffe. Next question. Which of these statements about the Book of Duchess is correct? The options are A. It is the last of Chaucer's major poems, B. It is a ballad, C. It is written in the form of dream allegory and D. It is composed of more than 13,000 lines in octosyllables. The correct answer is C. It is written in the form of dream allegory. Next question. On the basis of evolution of language, which of the following is in chronological order? The options are A. Chaucer, Beowulf, Shakespeare, B. Beowulf, Chaucer, Shakespeare, C. Beowulf, Shakespeare, Chaucer and D. Shakespeare, Beowulf, Chaucer. And the correct chronological order is B. Beowulf, Chaucer and Shakespeare. Next question. Chaucer wrote a poem on the marriage of Richard II with Anne of Bohemia. Which of the following is this? The options are A. Yeoman, B. The House of Fame, C. The Parliament of Fowls and D. The ABC. And the correct answer is C. The Parliament of Fowls. Next question. The tales of Chaucer are dash. The options comical, satirical, dramatic and serious. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A. 1 and 2, B. 1, 2 and 3, C. 1, 3 and 4 and D. all of the above. And the correct answer is A. 1 and 2, which means comical and satirical. Next question. Which of the following works are of the Italian period? The options are A. Roman de la Rose, B. The Legend of Good Women, C. Troilus and Cressida, D. The Canterbury Tales. The options are A. 1 and 2, B. 2 and 3, C. 3 and 4, and D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is C. 3 and 4, which means Troilus and Cressida and the Canterbury Tales. Next question. The first published work of Chaucer. The options are A. The Canterbury Tales, B. Roman de la Rose, C. The Book of the Duchess, and D. The House of Fame. And the correct answer is C. The Book of the Duchess. Next question. Which of these about Chaucer is correct? The options are A. Matthew Arnold called him the father of our splendid English poetry. B. Long says that Troilus and Cressida, if written in prose, would have been the first English novel. C. S.D. Neal called Chaucer's prologue as the prologue of modern fiction. D. Chaucer was criticized for not writing in English. And the correct answer is A. Matthew Arnold called him the father of our splendid English poetry. The next and final question is, which of the following statements about the Legend of Good Women is incorrect? The options are A. It is written in the form of a dream vision, B. It contains a prologue and 9 stories, C. It is considered to be an attack on feminism, and D. It is Chaucer's finished work. And the correct answer is D. It is Chaucer's finished work. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit a like button and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon if you are watching this video without subscribing our channel. Thank you.